guys? Welcome back to another week of Kenya Has Thoughts. I have a few things I want to discuss with you guys. The first thing I wanted to discuss is Corrain. If you are plugged into book drama, you know everything that is going on with Corrain. I am going to tell you guys a brief synopsis of what is going on with Corrain to the best of my abilities, because I have grown bored of this topic very quickly. I did a whole breakdown over on Patreon. On Patreon, I'm doing Vlogmas, y'all. I'm doing Vlogmas on Patreon. All of the things I hit on in this video currently, I have done long, in-depth videos over on Patreon during Vlogmas. So if you want more information, if you want to get into the weeds about any of this, I do that over on Vlogmas. So sign up for my Patreon to get that. But I'm here to talk with y'all today for the free, because I love talking to y'all. Let's get into Corrain. So Corrain is a fantasy author. She kind of made her name online because she used to do the Star Wars fan fiction type stuff. I don't know nothing about that, but that is cute, that is great, that is good for that community. That is what she made her name. She got herself a book deal. I believe the book deal was for 2 books. She had movie rights sold, and she was going to be in a book box. Well, someone did a little bit of sleuthing and found out that Corrain was behind leaving negative reviews on books that were coming out the same time as her. And what made this even more insidious, most of the people that she left bad reviews for were people of color, women of color. So any women of color who were coming out with fantasy novels on the same day as her were getting review bombed with negative reviews, but her book was getting good reviews. And it comes to find out Corrain was behind all of this. So at first everybody was very quiet. What's going on? Who's doing this? Is it true? Who's behind all of this? And then finally people started speaking up and said it was Kate. Kate would then go on to lie about it. She would give us fake screenshots of her having a back and forth conversation with herself, acting like it was somebody else who was doing this, and they were going to call her racist because they targeted POC people, and they were going to get her book deal taken away and all this stuff. But come to find out, that was all fake. That was not her, and everything has crumbled. She has lost her book deal. She has lost her movie rights. She has lost her book being in a book subscription box. She has lost all of that, and there has been a lot of aftermath and a lot of storm. What I'm here to talk to you guys about all of this is the people defending Kate. There have been Kate defenders coming out, and even someone wrote an article. A lot of people have been talking about how publishing is so hard and writing a book is so hard that we all might resort to desperate things and take desperate measures and try to bring other people down in order to bring ourselves up because we all want success. I'm going to say something, listen to me good. I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck what she was going through in her head and what was going on. Desperate times, desperate measures. You don't do this to people. You do not do this with people. It would be one thing if she was going on her Goodreads pages, making 20 accounts and giving her book nothing but good reviews. Then we could be like, girl, you ain't supposed to do that. Nothing fine. But it's another thing to go on other authors' pages, leave bad reviews because you are nervous that they might get more than you? They might get more than you. They might sell more than you. Here is the thing. We are not talking about someone who is struggling. We are talking about someone who has already signed on to do 2 books. Someone who is already going to be in a book box, and somebody who has already sold their movie rights. This is someone who is doing incredibly well. So what are you talking about off rip? This woman, this white woman, is doing really, really well. She already has more than what all these authors who she review bomb have. So what are we doing here? But here is the thing. White women are going to stick up for white women. White women are going to stick up for white women. If she review bombed a bunch of white women, especially a bunch of white women they liked, it would be a totally different thing. It would be a totally different thing. They would not see Kate as this victim, this person who, the publishing industry is just crashing down on. She was trying her best. It is because she targeted people of color that people are willing to hear Kate out, because y'all have no respect for people of color anyway. Y'all are perfectly okay with white women stepping on the backs of women of color in order to elevate, because that's what a lot of y'all do. Y'all see yourself in women who are willing to do anything, as long as that anything is to women of color, to get above other people, and y'all think that is okay because you would do the exact same thing. You can't even for 1 second empathize with the fact that these women of color have put so much into their own novels, put so much into their own novels. Here's the thing. Y'all know Goodreads can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. But Goodreads does matter. That's why Kate was doing this. A lot of people do pull up the Goodreads review on a book, see that it's sitting at a 3.4, and they're like, I ain't reading that shit. I know I do it sometimes. If there's a book who I'm like in the middle about buying, I go look at some of the Goodreads reviews, and I'm like, if people hate it, why the fuck should I read it? Like, I don't want to sit here and be the test dummy. I'm not doing that. And so I don't. So it does matter. You don't want to say that's something that you do, but a lot of people do that. So when you review bomb somebody, all of their hard work is for nothing. You're literally saying what they wrote, what they did does not matter, and you matter more. Your feelings matter more. And there are so many people whose debut novels get thrown into supply closets, never even reach bookstores. For damn sure don't reach no fucking book box. No one knows they come out with a debut. Their debut sell 2 copies and it's from their grandma and their mama. And guess what? They take that shit on the chin and move on. So many people do that. That is the reality for most writers. No one's going to care about their debut novel. Just because Kate was getting published, she was going to be in a book box, people were going to care. So how does she get to do nasty and disgusting things, but other people don't do these things? What sympathy do you want me to have for her? People with far less don't do this. Don't do this to people. And the reason why it is easy for you to cop pleas for her is because she did this to women of color. And because you are white, you see yourself in whiteness. Y'all are nasty. What she did was disgusting. And y'all know I'm messy boots all day. I live for a cute camp moment. That's why I say, if she made 30 accounts and gave her book a bunch of positive reviews, camp. Goodreads sucks anyway. Camp. I would have called it camp. But like, no, this is just nasty. And then while all of this was happening, people tried to turn this on to this author named Bethany. Tried to turn this on to her as she tried to defend herself from the bullshit that was inflicted on her from Kate. Y'all are weird. Like, it's weird. Like, there's no way you can defend this. No, then you have other people sitting here like, well, you know, because Kate lost everything, child. They took everything they could from Kate. And people are like, y'all know this sets a precedent that a publisher can just take your deal. And then who gives a fuck? Who cares? Who cares? She's getting what she deserves. If the only time you speak up against something is when somebody nasty gets consequences, then you don't care about that thing to begin with. You just want to defend nasty behavior. So sorry, I have nothing for you. You're getting what you deserve, and we move on to Jonathan Majors. Speaking of getting what you deserve, here is the thing. I did not need a jury of Jonathan Majors' peers to tell me that Jonathan Majors was harassing a woman, Jonathan Majors assaulted a woman. I did not need that because I came on my channel almost a year ago and told you guys that Rolling Stone posted an article of people saying the stuff that Jonathan Majors did to them. We had people coming from Yale. We had friends of ex-girlfriends coming out. We've seen text messages. I did not need any more proof. People who have worked with him, people on sets saying that they've had issues with Jonathan Majors. So therefore, I did not need a jury of his peers to tell me anything, because once again, all these people have no reason to lie on Jonathan. I don't think anyone has any reason to lie on Jonathan Majors, but for damn sure now all of these people have a reason to lie on Jonathan Majors. So I already knew what time it was for Jonathan Majors, and I don't sit up online defending abusers, alleged abusers. I don't sit up there and do that. And I want to say something. I said this over on my Patreon. I'm going to say it again over here. What if y'all be wrong? Do y'all ever think about that? When some man is accused of harming women, and y'all are so quick to believe that these women are lying. What if you're wrong? This is why I can't do what y'all do online, defend these abusers or these alleged abusers, because what if I'm wrong? What if he has done everything these women, and not just Jonathan, anyone who's accused of abuse, what if they're doing exactly what people are saying and I'm falling for a propaganda campaign? What if? I can't sit in that. I can't sit in this idea that I am a part of a machine that is working against a woman who may have been abused. I can't sit in that. That's just something I cannot do. To know that I was sitting there riding for a man who could have harmed a woman. I can't do it. And that's why you will never see me do it. Because it's something about the possibility of being wrong. If I were to take some man who's accused of abuse's side, doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't sit right with me. And so I'm just like, nah, I can't do it. But this goes back to the Kate thing. So Jonathan Majors has been fired from Marvel. Let me tell it, Marvel let go of Jonathan Majors a long time ago. Yeah, when the verdict came out, it was just a good time to say it, but I don't got no proof of that, so let me shut up. You had people being like, this person did this person did that to their wife, this person did this, why didn't they get fired? Goes back to what I said about Kate. If you find yourself only speaking up against the violence against women when you are defending someone who has inflicted violence against women, what does that say? If I search your tweets and you ain't never spoke ill of none of these men, anytime, but the time that you do is when you're defending another abuser, all that tells me is you don't care about abuse. We're not paying pick your favorite abuser. We are not going to play pick your favorite abuser. We're not going to do it. And then for the people who like black men who are like, they just trying to bring down black men, why would you even want someone who's been accused of what Jonathan Majors has been accused of in y'all number? Why would y'all even want them in y'all number? Like, you should be like, get that far away from me, because the rest of us ain't like this. That's what you should be like, okay, bye. Have someone else be a black person in Marvel who paints y'all in a good light. Why would you want someone who paints your people in such a bad light to even be the thing that is broadcasted to people? What does it say about you? It definitely don't say you care about women. And it's also not lost on me. It's not lost on me. Same people defending Jonathan Majors today were so mean to Jonathan Majors when he was wearing pink on that Ebony cover. Was it Ebony or Essence? He was wearing that pink flamingo jacket. Y'all was upset. When he was hugging on Michael B. Jordan, y'all was upset. Y'all was saying that Jonathan Majors was put in the black community in order to bring the black man down. That's what y'all was saying. I'm just saying what I was reading. And now he ace boon coon. Now he bestie. Y'all just don't see how that's weird. No different than DaBaby. Y'all did the same thing with DaBaby. Y'all said DaBaby couldn't rap for shit. When the girls loved DaBaby, y'all was not on DaBaby's side. Y'all was not on DaBaby's side. But then when he went against Meg, and go against Meg, it is gonna cost you. And it, boy, did it cost him. Then he bestie. Come on, y'all. Come on. We better than that. Y'all are better than that. Y'all are so much better than that. Okay? Because I don't want to sit online and just be like, see, this is why all y'all suck. That's not me. Unless we on Patreon, then it might be me. But on here, that's not me. Because I know y'all are better than that. Okay? Let's be better than that. I ain't got nothing for Jonathan Majors. Peace. See you never. Let's move on to Offset and Cardi B. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this quickly because I don't want to be here too much longer, and I don't want to dwell on this topic that long because I don't have many thoughts that I haven't already said on Patreon. Offset owes Cardi B so much. Cardi B, when she was screaming in that live, it really I was like, oh, this is the time for me to say what I've been wanting to say forever. I said this over on Patreon. Offset owes Cardi B a lot, and there's nothing wrong with that. They were married. They still are married. That's the father of her children. So there's nothing wrong with helping out your partner. But I just want Offset to know that you owe Cardi B so much. Offset would not be in my mouth if not for being with Cardi B. I would not think about Offset if he was not with Cardi B. I would not think about Offset since the last time I thought about the Migos. The last time I thought about the Migos was on that song with Frank Ocean, Calvin Harris, Slide. Ooh, they ate that. Offset ate that. Offset's good on that song. That's the last time I thought about the Migos. When was that? When that song come out? That's really the last time I felt something, child. That's the last time life was good. That's the last time I thought about the Migos. And if he was not with Cardi B, that's the last time you would have thought about Offset too. Because let's see, where is Quavo? When the last time you thought about Quavo? When Takeoff was with us, when the last time you thought about Takeoff? Like, the Migos were forgotten. That's just the game. That's just the game. I'm not here to save the Migos. I like some of the Migos songs. I'm not going to do all of that. But, like, you weren't thinking about nobody in the Migos. But Offset's name was constantly up and down the timeline. I don't see Quavo being invited to go be on Kai Stream. A lot of that is just because Offset has been able to remain relevant. But Offset has been able to remain relevant because Cardi B is so relevant. Cardi B is one of the most famous people in the world. Cardi B has an amazing team. Cardi B goes to work. Cardi B is really good at putting herself out there for people to know that Cardi B is out there. Cardi B has been able to make herself known outside of music. She gets deals. She's on this. She's on commercials. She's on like, that's what she's able to do. And so Offset has always been by her side in all of that. Cardi B be doing music with Offset. I do not think we care about Offset if he is not with Cardi B. And that has helped him. That has helped him be able to leverage that. He has been able to leverage his relationship with Cardi B to get into certain doors. I think Cardi B is invited to certain places Offset is not. And because Offset is with Cardi B, Offset gets invited to those places. That doesn't take away the fact that at a point, Offset was the one who had all the clout in the relationship. Back when Motorsport came out, which started it all, child, Offset was the prize in that relationship. I remember a lot of people being surprised that Offset was with Cardi B because Cardi B just wasn't where she's at now in her career. When Offset cheated on Cardi B the first time, you had people begging Cardi B to take Offset back. So, like, to just sit up here and act like that's, I just think, honestly, it's not even something to discuss. Offset does owe Cardi B a lot. Baby Shark? Does Offset get on Baby Shark, the TV show, without Cardi B? Come on. And no, like I said, I'm not saying this is a bad thing. You want to be with someone who elevates you in some way, someone who challenges you. And I'm sure Offset gives Cardi B a lot as well. I don't think Offset is without talent. But let's discuss. Let's talk. Anyways, I'm done. I don't want to actually talk about anything anymore. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.